What's going on, everybody? Oh, it's been a long time since we've had one of these conversations and hung out. I'm in a totally different setup now. I've taken some time to create a studio and painted the walls. We're still working on some things. It's honestly a bit of a mess here. The whole house, there's been quite a bit, since becoming a new homeowner over the past couple years. Redoing quite a bit and renovating. So figuring out a lighting situation. We got a little greenery there. It's a fake plant because I'm not very good at taking care of plants, let's be real. Succulents also are not safe. But hopefully I'll get a real plant at some point. Some greenery, I think it's really refreshing. I'm gonna go ahead and also paint the trim of these windows as well white and go with a little bit of a theme here and hopefully get a better setup with my desk. This camera's currently on a random box I found. So that's the reality of things, right? It's a lot of all this. You've been a part of this journey, so thank you for sticking with me and seeing things develop. I definitely said that I would do this like once a month, but life got in the way. I mean, between travel and everything else, it's been a little chaotic on my side. But in the most blessed and grateful way, it's been wild. It's been a wild ride. I still can't believe it. I still don't know where I'm going, truthfully. So, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're a part of it. So what am I doing? What is this all about? So I started listening to a podcast called Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett. And if you haven't listened to it, I recommend it. I was really looking for something that would really honestly help me fold laundry. It is my least favorite chore. I will have like clean clothes like chilling in the basket for like weeks because I just don't want to fold it. So I need like a podcast or something to stimulate, and so I get tired listening to music a lot, and I do listen to music quite a bit throughout my day already, that I needed something else. And so I was looking for something that would help me learn a new story, somebody else's journey, and I'm trying to read some books that are also going to be, helping me build better habits. So I came across this and it was like rated number 1, and I was like, oh, let me check this out. And it's really cool to get like the insight of somebody who really talks transparently of the struggles that he goes through as a leader in a fast growing company. And in some ways, you can take a lot of those lessons and apply it to your own life because we are all CEOs of our own life, essentially. And we have to take our life, the bull by the horns, and make it happen. You can be one of those people that, floats along with what they've been told and sticking with a 9 to 5 and just rolling with the punches in that way. But I am not one of those people. And I learned that early on, and I've learned that through building my career through healthcare so far, and even taking this major leap of faith and stepping back from full-time and being per diem. So the past couple years have been pretty wild, and I wanted to create this series, which I'm gonna title Diary of a Creator, because that's what I've become. In all honesty, that's who I've always been. Creativity is something that makes me feel alive, and it's been something that when I am doing something else that I don't enjoy, the fire, the flame kind of burns out, and you really have to fuel it and nurture it. And it's something artistically, that passion of mine has always been there, and to be able to fuel it more these past couple of years has been totally re-energizing, and I am so much more happy living life as I am now. So let's talk about what it's like. Disclaimer, I'm definitely not any famous creator, TikToker, like any of that. But you are getting my reality, and I'm gonna be as transparent as I can about where life has been for me and what it's like. So let's talk about traveling. Traveling last year was a bit of a whirlwind, and I mentioned in one video in reflection like this how it got really tiring, and I told myself 2023, this year, that I would not travel as much. And I did not listen to my own intentions at that time. I definitely got carried away with the excitement of opportunities that came along this year, and I'm blessed and grateful for each and every one of them. But did I stick with the plan that I set out at the beginning of this year? I did not. Did I do more trips than anticipated? Yes, I did. Did I spend more money? Yes, I did. So am I way off my budget? Definitely. So, which is okay. I also planned that in a way as well. I knew that at some point, if I do get carried away, I would have to go into my financial reserves a little bit, and this is all experimental. So that's what I've had to do. But I am blessed to also still have a position working as a PA per diem where I can pick up shifts and sort of plug in holes along the way in my wallet, so to speak. The theme of last year, I felt like it was about reconnecting. It's about reaching out to people that I missed spending time with, going back to California, and really embracing what we learned with the pandemic. It's for me that I learned that I want to travel more. And so being able to do that, reconnect, was a beautiful thing. And to share space and time with people I care about was and has been absolutely incredible, and has made me most happy and most fulfilled. This year, I wanted to be a little more geared toward backpacking. So that's a big chunk of my travel budget this year, was going to the backpacking trip to Utah. And that was incredible. Going on my own, didn't know anybody, meeting some great people, super rewarding. I'm really glad I did it. From that, I met a couple people and actually just went with them to Big Bend National Park. It was such a great trip, but that was one of my unexpected trips. But I really wanted to go because really such a great experience. And I hope to also share that at some point. I feel like I've been a broken record at this point in saying that I can't wait to share with you all this footage and content, and learning how much time it takes to do that. I have everything organized, don't get me wrong. I really am ready to start editing, but editing takes such a long time. And so what I've learned truly this year is that I would get all this content and I want to put it out. And before I knew it, I had to start planning for this next trip. And with this next trip coming around, I had to figure that out. And then before I knew it, I had more content for the next trip. And it just kept on backing up. So I have a backlog of so much content. So if you've been a part of my journey and you've been adventuring with me and sharing experiences, I apologize for, I know that everybody's really excited to see the videos come out, but I just have not had the time, honestly. And each video, as I've learned, I'm getting a bit faster as I'm getting better at editing, but editing takes a long time, and each video, the amount of work I put in is equivalent to 8 hours. So that's a whole 8-hour day. So between an 8-hour day doing one video, and trying to also keep up with life. Being a new homeowner, there's quite a bit that comes up. There's still a lot of renovation that we have to do. So all the traveling has been super exciting. I've learned so much. I've met some great people, great experiences. Can't wait to share them. But that's what I want to do. I want to sit down now and edit and be able to share and continue sharing helpful things to people, but I need the time to do that. And the theme that I want to have for next year that I've decided is building. And building means focusing on the renovation I have to do with this house, to also building out this new passion of mine, getting new equipment possibly, and seeing where it goes. I started an LLC last month, and that was really putting myself in a really exciting direction, because all of this is content is more personal stuff that I get to share about myself. But the work that I will do with videography and with the LLC called Reactor Studio, I'm hoping to use that in a way to share this new skill set with other people and create content for them, and seeing where I can go in that direction as well. We'll see where that takes me. It's funny, they say that you quit your 9-to-5 job to do a 24/7 job, essentially. And that's often how I feel like. I wake up in the morning, and especially my days off, I already have ideas rolling. I already have things that I want to do and explore and try and learn. So my mind's always running on things that I can build. And I need to just really carve out and protect that time to build. It's strange, right? I think it's very ironic to have more time, but unfortunately feel like I don't have enough time, right? It's a weird feeling of I kind of carved too much space and time for other people and hanging out with other people. And don't get me wrong, I love that, but I need to make sure I protect this time to really build out for what I want to do with this new path of mine. Real quick, I just wanted to say thank you for the subscribers. I'm at 266. I need 1,000 to monetize with AdSense on YouTube. So that's like a goal in some point. And it's interesting, I think, being more focused on creating, you get into this mentality of like artist versus algorithm. And in some ways, catering to the algorithm is one hand, and sometimes it's not stuff that I want to create. And some things that I'm really proud of doesn't get a lot of hits. And you kind of have to strike a balance with that. I think for myself, I'm just gonna put out stuff that I think is gonna be helpful to people, stuff that I enjoy. And if it creates a positive impact, then amazing. And however long it takes, we'll see where it goes. And again, this is just a new journey and all part of the journey, and appreciate you being here. And I'm out of batteries, so that's it for now. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much for catching up. Much love. Catch you next time. See ya.